So, in this lecture, I'll be discussing about the moon in 7th and 8th house. Let's make a birth chart again. There you go. This time I changed the ascendant number. Let's make it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happens when moon comes in the 7th house? Here, this is the 7th house. So what the 7th house means? 7th house is the house of marriage. It's the house of your all the deeds you do with the a lease being signed between you and another party. It's about the legal agreements, any kind of legal agreements. It's about marketing. It's about the other people in your life. So in this house, we also consider the spouse, your wife or your husband. It's also called the goat house. Okay, and then what happens when moon comes into this house? The moon is here. When it comes in here, moon tries to find its own stability, or feels like he can express himself when he has a good relationship with the spouse. Okay, and then they feel like more mentally balanced when they have a good relationship with their own spouses. Okay, and now if the sign is good sign here, say it is a Taurus sign or it is some other sign which is good for moon, like Cancer sign, then this house is more balanced. Okay, moon feel like more balanced by doing those legal agreements with the other people. They like to make a good deals. Okay, this is the deal, let's sign it up and let's go ahead for another 10 years, so we are good with this deal. That's how they like to work. Then due to this placement, as the people like to do agreements and dealings, they become good entrepreneurs, good businessmen. Okay, so this house with the moon placement is a good indication for a businessman. Now again, if we have a good aspects, good sign for the moon, good placements, then becomes a good businessman. Otherwise, like a regular businessman, we're doing like a hand to mouth or just a little more upper hand. That's what about the moon is here. Now if the moon is weaker in this house or being afflicted with the bad aspects, or sitting with the bad planet, say it is sitting with the Ketu, or it is sitting with maybe a Rahu, okay, then what's going to happen? When the Rahu or any other bad planet is sitting with the moon, then it will affect badly the married life of the person. You might have divorces, might go through the um, because of the cheating of the spouse on this person may be cheating, or this person might get cheated because of the other spouse. So this was about the bad placement of the moon. And then if the moon is good placed, then the person gets more name and fame, because this house is also called the house of the fame. Okay, and then we would say moon is more stable in even this worst situation. And while dealing with all these things, if the moon is good, then the person becomes more mentally stable. He will be dealing more better with the worst, even worse situations, like other people get imbalanced, but this person won't get imbalanced so easily. It indicates that that person is the spouse of the person is more beautiful because of the moon placement. Moon is the factor of the beauty, so the person's spouse will be more beautiful. And also the mother of this person, because moon is mother, she will be very much inclined towards making deals and agreements in everything they do. Like she goes out in the market and she makes a deal. If she might be a businessman too, from where this kid learns how to do the business. Okay, and also this person who has a moon in this house might also get a help from his or her own mother, to find out the right spouse for them. She might be helpful in finding the right spouse. She would say, okay, go on the date with this girl, go on the date with this boy. He will be a better option for you for the life to get married. So that's how these people are. And this person, um, if I consider this moon here as a moon ascendant chart, then the first house will become the seventh house of that. So in that case, the person, okay, I would let me explain like this. That would be more confusing for you. This person's spouse will be more inclined towards doing physical activities, not even emotional, but also physical. So this person's spouse, could be husband or wife, may like to go on hiking, trekking, paragliding, or like doing all gaming stuff. So they'll more inclined towards that. Why? Because moon is in the ascendant of the spouse. This is the house of the spouse, ascendant of the spouse. So will be more, when the moon is placed in the ascendant, it makes the person more physical. Okay, so this was about the moon in the seventh house. Now next I'll be doing the moon in the eighth house.